What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I need to update you guys on XRP because people have always asked me why. Why do I see XRP making moves in the future? Why do I see it exploding sometime soon? And it always hovers around the same things, right? It could hover around things like banking, the community, ETFs, the clarity. What are the 5 reasons that I have, right? And before we dive into what they are specifically, I think I need to tell you what they are. But before I tell you what they are, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell for more of these videos, and make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Now, don't forget about my link down below for Margex. If you guys are very interested in trading or leverage trading, feel free to check out my link for Margex and start trading today. You can trade up to a 50x leverage with XRP. You can trade 100x leverage on BTC, on BNB, and many others. And you can trade 25x on meme coins. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to check that out. And one more thing, if you guys want to check out the link for Trade Assist down below. This is a platform to where it's a tool for absolutely every investor, to where you can get some of these bullish signals, these bearish momentum signals, the place to where you have a sell zone, a buy zone. You can know when to buy, when to sell. If you are doing short term, long term, medium term, super long term, forever term, it doesn't matter, right? If you're looking for the best places to buy and average into it, when it comes to, say, if you're looking just to average in every single time, you can find the right times to average in during the month. And this is a fantastic indicator. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out, give them a look. Feel free to check it out. They do have the testimonials, and they do have the different terms. You can get it monthly, quarterly, or yearly. So feel free to go ahead and check that out. They are a partner with the channel. So that'll be the second link in the description. So feel free to check out Trade Assist. But without further ado, XRP is actually at an increase today. We're seeing it at about 4.4% as of the time of recording this video. We did see a little bit of an increase all the way up to 58 cents, and that all came on the back of what Grayscale was doing, and we'll talk about that. We did talk about that in our previous video, but that's a part of this video. The main features of this video is really to talk about why I believe the 5 reasons as to why XRP will moon in 2025 and why I believe that will be the case. But we are sitting at a $32 billion market cap, or about $32 billion market cap, with $1.6 billion worth of volume, just to update you there. But let's get started in understanding the 5 reasons, so I don't kind of spoil it as we're getting into this intro. The first reason as to why I believe XRP will moon in 2025, banking. Banking is a huge deal right now. And when it comes to being able to access your money, it comes to being able to utilize your money, that is a huge deal. And I feel like XRP and Ripple alleviate a lot of that. If you just look at the partners, right? Look at how many banks that Ripple is partnered with. You have 100, or actually more than 100, banks and transfer providers that are partnering with Ripple, which is huge, and some really big banks as well that are partnering with Ripple. This alone gives the best case scenario, or being able to utilize XRP a lot more with their own payment system. XRP would make it easy as possible to use XRP, and not as easy to use anything else. It doesn't matter what is created. XRP would be the easiest thing to use there, which would give it a massive use case. And I feel as though people need to understand this, because this is a big reason as to why we'll see things explode after we have full clarity with everything when it comes to the SEC versus Ripple. The next thing that I want to talk about that I feel like is a big reason is the community. The community, and how many people hold it, and how many people talk about it, how many people believe in it, how many people want to use it. It's huge, right? Active accounts, 5.3 million active accounts, and you look at the supply, you have 12 million that's burned, you have 38 or 39 billion that's in escrow, with a total of 99.9 billion. The community is a big part to the success of XRP, of Ripple, of everything, XRPL. I feel as though people don't understand that as well. If you're from the outside looking in, the community and the way that we talk about where XRP is going, the way we talk about how we're going to use it, as well as how much we're going to gain from it, that's definitely a big deal, and to why I believe we're going to see massive movement when we do see the true altcoin season and XRP having clarity yet again. The next thing is something that I talked about in my previous video, which is the ETF. If you don't know, ETFs add, a lot of stability to markets. When you have people that are investing into ETFs for the long term, holding into that position because they believe it's going to be worth so much more, and then having people that are outside the crypto world investing into crypto indirectly, but then holding it for a longer period of time. That's what ETFs really bring, and you would get that with it. Now, we are not at having an ETF yet, but we are at a moment to where we just released this video talking about Grayscale launching the first XRP or US XRP trust, paving the way for the potential ETF. So when we do see that ETF, that's when we see all the traditionalists. And honestly, I think we kind of see it here, but then we see a transition into a larger scale when you have that ETF that launches. And the fourth thing that I wanted to talk about here, which I have already mentioned probably twice already, is the legal clarity. Having legal clarity is big, and we already have legal clarity for XRP being labeled as not a security. If you go on Google and type in XRP not a security, on July 13th, 2023, Judge Annalisa Torres of the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York ruled that Ripple Labs token XRP was a security when sold to institutional investors and not a security when sold to retail investors using digital asset exchanges or when used for service providers. This is big for individual investors. When it comes to institutional investors, it's a different story. But this is also basically saying that if Ripple decides to sell it to institutions, that's what's labeled as a security, probably for protecting the value of those businesses and integrity of those businesses and all that. But they don't really fully care about individual investors. They say they care about individual investors, but they don't. They just don't want to be diluted, right? Selling from Ripple directly to institutions means that they are diluting the overall value of it, and they can continue to do that as time goes on. For us, they are diluting us as well, but we understand what the value will be in the long run when they are utilizing it, right? If that makes sense. So seeing that XRP is not labeled as a security for people like me to go and buy on Coinbase or buy on Kraken or buy anywhere else that I want to buy it, it's a huge deal to getting that full clarity and being able to now partner with more and more institutions, more and more banking institutions for Ripple and for XRP. And the last thing I want to bring up is the speed and the cost. And I know that's two things, but I kind of lump this all into utility. I feel like the utility of having a certain amount of transactions per second and having a certain transaction time, as well as the cost, and understanding that portion of it. And if it is beneficial to the regular person, especially if it's a transaction-based coin, that makes sense, right? And we do have that information here, which you have the benefits for the XRP ledger include high transaction speed with a settlement time of around 3 to 5 seconds. That's way better than what you have with your money. And yes, while it seems like it's instantaneous while you're using your debit card or whatever, it's not. It goes through a longer process. And yes, basically the banks are liable in giving that money over to the business. The business receives what that money is, but the full transfer and everything that happens there takes a longer time. So you have 3 to 5 seconds that happens there. You have low transactions cost, typically around 1 cent or fractions of a cent, which is a huge deal compared to just credit cards and debit cards. And you also have 15,000 transactions per second. Minimal energy consumption due to its consensus protocol, which again, all of this leads to better situations, a better situation, a better transaction from me to you, a better transaction from person to person, from business to business, from anybody to anybody. It's a better situation. So with all of these things that are said, I feel as though we're going to see this skyrocket. I feel as though we're going to see this be worth so much more in the future, 2025 and beyond. But to see that full like moonshot from the beginning, once we get clarity, once we get everything free and the altcoin season happen, it's going to be big. Guys, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below for Twitter, for Patreon, for Trade Assist if you guys are interested in that, and also for Margex. If you guys are interested in trading on Margex, feel free to utilize that platform. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching and hearing me out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.